go ahead and we'll let Coach Guevara say an opening comment, then we'll take questions for both Crystal and also Brandy. Coach?
First of all, I said to Jen, we just took them out of their game, and that was our game plan. I think, Bowling Green, their bread and butter is that on-ball screen on the wings up top. It's enough to drive you out of your mind. And I thought that, the first time we played them, we played very, very little zone. We played man-to-man. They're really smart as how to, how you're defending your on-ball screen. So what we wanted to do was just try and take them, take their bread and butter away from them, make them score a different way. And I have to give all the credit in the world to our defense. Our defense was tremendous today. And, to cause a team like Bowling Green into 34 turnovers, God, I hope we get 34 turnovers tomorrow.
For the other team.
For Brandy Baker or
For the other team, yeah.
Crystal Brown, basically old school. He was people preach. You shoot, follow your shot, and every time you follow your shot, you kind of got the rebound, added another possession. You talk about that, Crystal?
Well, before maybe starting this year, I used to always pose shooting, and I noticed there's a few of my shots not going in, and my coach just wanted to reiterate that I need to follow my shot because I can go in there and get the rebound because more than anybody, I know where my shot is going. So I've just been following and trying to just get my own rebounds.
Going into the game, obviously the game plan was to take them out of the game, but you guys had 22 steals in this game. How were you able to take advantage of things like that?
Well,
We had an aggressive 2-3 zone, so we've been working on that a lot lately, and we've been staying on our toes. We know that each play is something different. We know what to look for. We know where the reverse pass is going, so we make sure we just know where that next pass is going and stay on our toes and go look for the steal.
Crystal, you want to add anything to that? Good. Dennis?
Crystal, the coach talked about the difference in your defense from the time you played Bowling Green. Did you guys think about that game at all?
we did. We just made sure that our defense, like we stayed intense and we wanted to stay active. Our traps, sometimes they don't work, so we wanted to make sure we was running out of the traps and finding it. We didn't want any three-point shooters open because that's why we lost so bad last time.
Coach, and so much of the focus a lot of the times offensively is on Crystal, but to have Brandy move to the back of the point, take over the chest, and hit that first shot at three, she's so tough at the point. But then to get off offensively, kind of gives you an idea. This could be a pretty good afternoon.
Mike, and Brandy is a senior, and I cried like a baby on senior day because I just can't imagine having her not on the floor. And she has struggled a little bit from the three-point line, and, I've asked her to kind of take a little bit of a back seat on that shot, but I thought, the clock was where it was, and she was open, and she shot it very confidently, which she does. And, it went in. And I thought, you know what, good for you, Brandy Baker. It's going to be a good day for you.
Brandy, you talked a little about getting that first shot, and you really seem to like to play here. You've had some good games here in this game.
Offensively, I just mostly I look for my teammates. But, if a shot's open, I'm going to take it. I'm working more on my confidence, and I feel like I did have a lot of confidence today. And seeing that first shot go in, it really gives you a lot more confidence to take good shots and shoot when it's open and still try to play aggressive but still look for my teammates. 'Cause I know the more I attack, the more my teammates will be open.
That's why she had 8 assists.
What, I
Any
had
further
like
questions
12.
for
She
Crystal
would've
or
hit it.
Brandy? All right, ladies, let's get back to the locker room. We'll let Coach Guevara continue and stay for a few minutes. Questions for Coach?
Coach, that last game, you guys played at Bowling Green. They got hot. It was like 7 or 8 threes in a row or something like that. Sometimes that's going to happen in a game of basketball. But coming into this one, just the way your style sets up against their style you talked about, I knew once you kind of spread things out and you got a couple of keys going, that it had to go your way at some point.
Well, you know, Mike, when we played at Bowling Green, you know, the score was 34-30 at the half, and they proceeded to knock 50 points on us in the second half, and we could not buy a basket. We just couldn't buy one. And so we were really frustrated. And, you know, and give Bowling Green credit at Bowling Green because, you know, when they get going, they get going. But, you know, today, you know, again, you know, if you go into the game the second time with the game plan you had the first time and accept a different result, you're pretty stupid. And I'm not the brightest star in the world, but I do know that to take away their bread and butter, we had to zone them, but we had to pick and choose when we were going to trap. And even the couple possessions that we did go man-to-man, we were, you know, jam switching, but who we were going to trap on balls, just to keep her guessing, you know, what are they going to do? And then, you know, offensively, I just thought the first time we played them, we played a lot of one-on-one. And that was an emphasis. And you know, Mike, tape doesn't lie. So when you're watching the tape, you know, you're pointing it out. And, you know, I give our team credit because they were listening and they got it. And, you know, I knew yesterday when we were at Case Western and we were practicing, I knew we were ready. I knew because they were locked in. I mean, locked in as to what the game plan was going to do. So I was very happy to see us execute it. Because, you know, when the game started, I think Kyle was telling me it was 5-5, and then it was 7-5, and then we just took off. And, you know, I stopped playing man-to-man and just went to our 2-3 thumbs up and thumbs down, and it worked.
Any more questions for Coach?
Did you talk about the matchup with Toledo, third time you guys met?
Well, you know, third time, and, you know, Mike, and, you know, Nama is Nama. She's really good. You know, and then you've got Dortch, and you've got Richardson, and, you know, Baumgartner, and you know, we played them, and we beat them the first time at their place. At our place, we were up, and we lost our composure the last 3 minutes, and Nama went off. She went off. And so, you know, they know us. I do know that, you know, I'm looking at minutes played, and, you know, I will tell you, you know, Baker plays 38, 28, 29, 29, and those kids will have fresh legs tomorrow because, you know, they know what's at stake. And, you know, I feel good going into that game tomorrow.
Thank you, Sue.
Oh.
Use the zone, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Use the zone. How did that also affect you keeping them off the foul line? I mean, they only shot 2, and Bowling Green's usually pretty good at getting into the line. Did that have an effect too?
Well, you know, I thought, first of all, and I'm not one to be all happy with officials all the time, but I thought, you know, I watched the games yesterday, and I thought both crews were really good. I saw the crew that we had today, and, you know, I knew it was going to be a physical game, but I thought with our zone, we at one point, we were pretty big. And I think, you know, that it made for some tough shots for Bowling Green, and once we got into the traps, it was tough. Excuse me, it was tough for them to get out of the traps. You know, and you can protect people a little bit more when you are in a zone.